Okay guys, sorry about that. I had to free up some memory on my camera. Yeah, so these are a little bit longer because the fascia is going to come around at an arc here and then come right on across the top all the way down and turn down there, and that's where the shop lights and all the wiring and everything will be hidden. So I'm pretty excited about that. On the last design, the lights were definitely part of the design, but it was kind of let's get the grid or the open grid bench built first, and then we'll come in and do the lights. So here I think I'm going to do it all simultaneously. That way I'll know exactly what I'm looking at when I get ready to start actually putting the road bed and everything down. Not to mention it'll help give more light to actually doing all this. But one of the things I didn't mention, I think in that last video, is that these gussets here, they're cut at a 45-degree angle. And you don't want it to be greater than 45 degrees. You want it to be 45 degrees or less. 45 degrees, as you can see, put me right out here, which is towards the end of the arm braces, which worked out great. These little 2-foot sections here. Over here on these, you can see they're actually a little bit longer than 2 feet, but you're going to have an L girder go across here and along the back there as well, just like over here. And then the joist here are actually going to extend out a little further, which they'll line up with the top part up here to complete this little circular part of the layout here. And that'll have fascia on it as well. So yes, I just wanted to show you the progress I've made so far. Not really too much. My plan today is to go ahead and finish up the top part there for the lights. One of the things I did want to show you guys is the get behind my computer here. I hope this focuses in. I wanted to show you my design, what I've got going on here, and I've designed all this in AutoCAD. So let's see if I can get my hand in here without messing the sound up like I did last time. There we go. So yeah, so that's kind of the room layout right there. And as you can see, these have already been installed. There's the L girders there, and this will be the edge of the table here coming around. I am going to carry it on to this side of the room that we're actually facing right now. This door here is that door right there, and these closets here are those closet doors right there. So right now I'm using this space over here as my office, temporary, until I get my permanent office space. So I'm going to do it in 2 phases. So right now I'm working on phase 1 right here. And so that's kind of the bench work design, how I use AutoCAD. If we come in here, we can see where I've kind of given a side view of everything, how everything looks. These are the longer sections, which were up closer to the closet, and these are the short ones running along the wall. And I don't know, I just found that in going in and planning everything like this, you know what to cut the wood to. You're not guessing. As long as your measurements are true. For those of you who don't really do too much woodworking, measure twice. That would be my advice. And it'll come along just fine. Like here on the angle here on the gusset, I didn't have to sit there and I cut my wood outside to outside at 9 5/8. This is a 45 up here, and I cut it once and it mounted just fine. So there's a lot of free CAD programs online. You just need to Google and find it. See, This is a program, I'm hoping I can zoom in here. This is a program called X-Tracks, and it's an open source program. It's free. It's actually very useful once you get the hang of how to use it. But as you can see here, it's great because you can go in and lay your track. They have standard set track sizes, you know, like 18-inch radius, 15-inch, 9-inch straights, all that. Or you can put in flex track, and it's got all these different libraries you can import and add these buildings and stuff. This is the one that's going to be on this side of the room. I've got it finished. I actually changed this one up here. I wanted to make it a little bit more mountainous, basically an industrial branch, although I've got some of the Walthers rail shops and car shops and everything on here. I don't know if I'm going to use this or not, but it's given me an idea what I need to do. And oh, actually it's only 3 tracks crossing the river here, so but yeah, it's a very useful program. The cool thing I like about it is after you get everything laid, you can go to this parts list here, and it tells you how many pieces of track you're going to be using. Like here, it's telling me I need almost 2,000 inches of flex track to do this layout, and it's really cool because it helps you to order. You know, you're not buying too much, you're not buying not enough. You know, if you're like me, you mail order stuff, so you have to give it a little time to get here, and last thing you want to do is like be nearing the end of laying your track and realize, oh, I need about 50 more inches of flex track. So yeah, that's the way I did it. I'm hoping it works out. But yeah, this is a cool little program. I recommend it. Just getting in there and messing around with it. It'll give you grades. For those of you who don't know how to calculate grades, it'll give you that information, and it just helps to give you a visual of what it's going to look like. And so yeah, I'll keep you guys posted as to how it's going. Let me see if I can zoom in maybe here a little bit if it won't go out of focus. Yeah, so that's what it's going to look like. I don't have my mountains and water and everything shaded on the north part yet, but yeah, let me get everything installed for the lighting, and then I'll come back with another video and give you an update and kind of walk you through how I was able to do that. Talk to you guys later.